stage. So we're going to turn to Grant and Blitz.
It's a trap.
Will Liquid be a spoiler to NIP's run? It is looking like that after game number 1, but we do have a game 2 ahead of us. Blitz, this should be a good one. You favoring anyone going in to the draft? You see NIP still favored. I believe that's before the draft. Liquid, they have caught up. It was a little bit worse than that, and now
was it
pretty even. I think it was like Liquid 2.27 versus a 1.58. Those numbers might just be made up.
We're game 1 team though.
You are.
Game 1.
But game 2, the draft, Blitz, you see it. It sounded like the analysts all thought Liquid was heavily favored. Do you agree with that? Or
they're putting a lot of pressure on us now.
So do you think it is?
I think it's not that bad. I feel like Bloodseeker could potentially just go off.
Okay.
Liquid has like what? 1 real stun against maybe like one of the fastest heroes in Dota.
True. You only have that DK as well as the Inkswell, but like you said, very fast hero. Inkswell might not hit. And you actually called the TA pick. Did you think it was a good TA game, or why do you say that?
Because I think the reason why you picked DK here is you want a hero that just like sits and tanks the Bloodseeker Rupture, right?
Yeah.
TA is notoriously bad when it comes to chasing heroes ultra late game. That's why like oftentimes you have to, they gave her the level 25 bash taunt, right? The meld bash. Or before she used to have to build Hex, but now she has like something to deal with it. I think Rupture, you rupture somebody, TA just gets to hit for free.
Okay.
Because the counter to Bloodseeker is like you get strong enough that you can just like stand there and fight.
And fight him back, yeah. So you think this game, it seems like you're sounding then it's going to be very laning phase folks. Like whoever comes out of the laning phase on top kind of should snowball this?
I think Liquid has to have like a 3k gold lead at like, let's say an arbitrary number. It was like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Because I think NIP's draft can be forgiving. Like they have a lot of fights that they can take because they have Mars, Rubik, CM. They have a lot of team fight.
Yeah. If you didn't know, currently we are paused, you know, fixing the internet of one of the players right now. So,
it's Boxy.
Yeah, we're going to break it down. PPD as Crystal Maiden is starting with the Bassi.
That's pretty standard. Insania does that too.
Why? You already given aura, so why don't you give the 2 armor aura, the 2 HP regen aura? Why the mana?
Because early on her mana regen is so bad, and I think in this lane you just want to spam out as much as possible.
Okay.
Like you want to try to get your level 2 as fast as possible, which means you need to get 2 range creeps with your Nova.
Gotcha.
As soon as you can.
Just spam it out and harass. It is a ton of damage as well. That's the one thing. Like Crystal Main, no one doubts her for the first 1 or 2 minutes because you do so much. It's after that what you get done. And I'm curious because, I mean, it is your team who you normally picks it, so I'm just interested to see how another team plays it themselves. That is the question. So you're believing, if you had to pick a team who you think is going to win, who's it going to be based off drafts? And I don't care, you know, none of this no bias stuff. Do you think Liquid's going to win or do you think NIP is? Based on drafts.
I don't know. I think based on draft, I would say Liquid.
Yeah.
But I think we've lost every single game too, right?
You have. Y'all are
something wrong with my mic.
Some game 2 scrubs right now.
Hold on, I'm going to fix this.
No.
Hopefully everyone can still hear me. No, I'm just kidding. They can't. So yeah, we break it down. If you didn't know, we are currently paused just because of someone, unfortunately, their internet is down. Everyone at their own houses. So, you know, a storm happens. Stuff happens. It is what it is. But the cores, at least we have Blizzy on the hero that is an offlaner. Yeah. It's a Mars, and it's not a Venge. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Venge did anything. I actually just don't think that hero did anything.
Why do you think they ended up picking it then?
I don't know. I legitimately, it's one of those picks. Like, I know as an analyst or something, you're supposed to like have a reasoning, but like when I see how games play out, like the reason you get these big beefy offlaners, you get like either initiation or you're building auras. The Venge that game, I don't know.
Ooh, that's nice.
Why do you think they did?
Probably swap out of the spear combo.
Okay. But why do you put your core on it then? Why not have it as a support?
Because I think they wanted something that matched better against the Weaver, and I think the Rubik is pretty good about that.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Venge for me, like...
It did feel weak. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just trying to understand why they did it, too.
No, say, and for me, I don't know if you think it's Venge. Venge has 3 good skills, right? Like, she's one of the few, you want to level all of them. How do you think you level that hero? Because we've seen some people do max the stun for the burst damage. Most people max the wave of terror, but the aura
support,
is pretty
you
good.
usually max the wave, and if you're core, I think you also. I mean, the wave of terror is really good. It's just hard because his hero feels really bad since he doesn't deal any damage against any of the 3 cores that Liquid had.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the laning phase is really rough. Like, what is Venge supposed to do to pressure a lone druid? I think that lane is
just unwinnable at that point.
I think it's impossible, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like, what are there good ranged offlaners right now? We've seen Weaver and Necro. I guess Veno at certain
Weaver's
points.
good. Necrophos is good. I don't know if he has like a really specific matchup.
The thing is, like, Venge, it is a ranged here, but she has shorter range than everyone else, right? She is very shortly ranged. Well, I guess you guys are going to have to say goodbye to us. No, I'm just kidding. We are luckily unpaused here, and they are ready to go. Will Liquid be able to 2-0 this series, get that victory, or will NIP have something to say, take it to a game number 3? Well, luckily enough, we can watch.
Somebody said, NIP pick is look very suck, frowny face.
Well, Twitch chat apparently agrees that Liquid's draft might be a little bit better. The thing is now, if NIP just has a dominating victory, everyone looks dumb, and I'm okay with that.
100%.
I am completely
BSJ
okay with it.
dumb.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't needed much help for that one this event, my friend, but no, we love him. And
we do. It's only in good fun.
Yeah. So why? Oh, I have another question from previous metas as we maybe watch Insane Intro. Why is Grim a 5 now instead of a 4, right? Because when we were running Grim Liches and stuff, he was always the 4.
Oh, Taiga's dead.
Uh-oh. No Sakuchi for 3 saves. He should be able to Sakuchi away.
A lot of damage. Oh.
And we'll make it out.
He gets wrong on Bloodseeker. Thought he was going to go.
And now he is salving up. Tanner's actually looking and finds him. Yo, what up? That's got to be real annoying. Nice job by Tanner. Zoning him out. And that is a salve. So he's pretty much going to burn through everything but one tango. And he has to use a Clarity. Clarity's our value if you're not fighting.
Yes.
They give a lot more than they used to.
What does that mean? People say, like, what up? Like, you're going by, I'm Tanner from...
Oh, I'm Tanner from high school. What's up?
Oh, no. NIP got all 4 bounty runes.
They really did. Wow. So he steals out in Taiga. He's still just getting beat down. He has a Sakuchi, but...
He's completely out of mana and HP.
Regen. He has 1 tangle. You just have to run all the way back to base, right?
I think it's actually better for him to suicide after
the time.
Waiting it out, yeah.
We'll see if he does. Doesn't look like he wants to. He's just skittering along. Middle lane.
4 bounty runes, huh?
4 bounty runes as well. But you get the block at least. I don't know if Koikvo wanted this complete block, but he will get some nice CS under the tower. Well done. Getting the range creep. And bottom.
Boxy does not want to be in this lane. 2v1.
Fortunately, he's going to have to. So the Courier brings out Taiga's Clarity, but no more regen. So he is just running back to base. Or, I mean, not running back to base, pardon me. A little bit surprised by that. And you see Boxy, he's just getting right-click. Peter and Dahak, they understand, hey, this Weaver is completely gone. He might look for the Courier, but just going to pull the wave instead. Didn't even get the full wave, actually misses one of the creeps. And top lane, Milan eating a ton of damage. So it looks like pull top lane, pull bottom lane. Liquid NIP has had some curious laning phases.
That's the best way to put it.
I don't know if it's bad. I mean, it's definitely not good, but it's not bad, so I don't know.
It's interesting, right? There's a lot of things that are happening, I should say. That's the best way to put it.
They're just happening. For what reason? Who knows? Besides the teams, I doubt anyone does. And so there's been a like, how should it go? The DK probably farms, but eventually the TA can harass you out, or no? Is DK's armor that good?
I don't think you get harassed out, but I think eventually TA should be fine in this matchup. Because she can jungle faster than you two. Like, DK is a very static hero. He wants to just
bottom.
Sit in lane. Oh, Boxy, he has a lot of stick charges.
He does.
So he's going to stick around. Get it?
I love it. And this is good for Bloodseeker, right? You almost don't even want to get these kills, because when everyone's low, it's a lot easier to CS as well. You get that increased sweet, sweet thirst. And then the Soul Ring. Yeah, this DK has a Soul Ring. He's fine. Top lane. It is a Rubik Mars, so a reasonably strong combo. It's funny we didn't see much Rubik like at all these last couple days, and then this last series, we're just seeing Rubiks get first picked again. Different teams valuing different things.
I think Milan really likes it. It's good against Jug too. If you think about it, you'll only steal useful things.
Yeah, spin, healing ward, even ulti.
Yeah. The Hawk is just Hitting
running him
Boxy.
down. Yeah, Peter, he will have another nuke in about, looks like 4 or 5 seconds, so you're going to have to be very wary of that.
This is an excellent laning phase start right now for NIP. Like, top isn't losing at all. Blizzy's still getting free farm. He's actually out CSing Jug, and bottom is absolute free farm.
Yeah.
TA is kind of losing, but other than that, like, this laning phase is going really well for them. Plus, they got all 4 bounty runes. Like,
that's huge. That's why they have the 1,000 gold lead in a 0-0 game. Because as you said, the TA is slowly losing to that DK middle, actually. Soul Ring up. Mickey, who's getting those dudes? The game, it has slowed down. So when do you want to see the first rotations? Not like Rubik ganking a DK middle is going to be a kill. Is it the Weaver maybe at level 3 with bugs heading over to TA, or is there really just going to be like maybe a TP under like a tier 1 dive or something?
I could see PPD try to TP top, or for somebody to try to TP bottom. Taiga might actually just die here.
Oh, he gets frozen and he doesn't get silenced, but the right clicks are enough. Peter picks it up to Hawk, smacking him down. And he has boots now, though. The Bloodseeker boots right then. He does a lot with level 2 Thirst. You pretty much can't play below that threshold now.
I think this is an absolute free lane right now for Bloodseeker, because they can't really pressure him. Like, Bloodseeker loves lanes where they can't kill him, but they can harass him. Like, that's a free lane for Bloodseeker because he'll always trade better because of Thirst. Like, it gives him so much potential damage. And this top lane, like, I mean, it's a nice lane. It's supposed to be Jug spin into Grim blowing him up with the Inkswell, but it's just hard.
Rubik makes it very difficult.
Yeah, they don't really have an easy kill threat here because Mars can out-tank it at this point.
And nice job, Milan, stopping that pull right there, as we saw. And back to bottom. Pull doesn't get stopped there, but the creeps will run into each other's creeps. Peter pretty much full man again. He's ready to nuke out. Has a wind lace as well.
That's that Bassy, baby.
It really is.
See, no levels of aura needed. Like, this is a really strong Crystal Maiden at this point.
She really is.
Feels really good to play CM when you're this level. And top is just getting harassed out. So much better laning phase start from NIP. They didn't have to do the weird ass shenanigans.
They just gotta go to lanes and dominate. I would say the Weaver using all of his regen and mana regen
to start
like the level 0 engagement. That really hurts. It's crazy how one thing that early, and it feels like it's that little, it actually affects, because he just got a free lane, and now they're running at him again. Brewmaster. And I love this from Dahak. He realizes I don't have to, but middle lanes are going to try to run. Inkswell is on the butt. You just dead. There's the gank. Ooh.
This is a pretty serious push, too.
Yeah, it is. This is the
Catapult?
Siege unit and the DK ulti. DK ulti still has more than 50% uptime.
Oh, this might be
gone, I think.
a catapulted tier 1 tower. People have to come for this. You don't want to give up a tower this early on.
I mean, it's gone. Whether they deny it or they don't want to, it is definitely going to be falling. They're going to try to bring down Quake, but he's going to throw it a stun. You just go for the tower. Do they have it denied? They're just going to kill Milan. Tower doesn't even get denied. The poison gets it. Quake was rich. He's 1,000 more net worth already than the next closest person.
Wow, that's a really good start for him. They needed to bring in heroes faster.
Yeah, that
as soon as
like
the
a blunder.
dive happened, I think both supports have to TP. Like, them hesitating on that and just saying, oh, they'll probably just go for the kill. That's a catapult wave with the DK. We talked about how DK, like, he wants to get that tower as fast as possible so he can pressure jungle and go bottom, because TA just wants the jungle now.
Ooh, Boxy makes it barely out of that Suns. Will he still get frozen? Peter doesn't want to commit it. I love it. Taiga under their noses steals that outpost. So the game of reasonably even out. The Bloodseeker is still kind of dominating from the safe lane, but the DK is very far. And what kind of a build do you want to go if you're this far on the DK? Is it a Blink? Is it a Halberd? Is it a Radiance?
Oh, Box is dead.
He is? Oh,
no. He has a lot of, he had like 10 stick charges.
Oh.
And Blizzy dies at top, surprisingly.
This is all of a sudden, it's coming up liquid after that crazy 4 rune exchange into Taiga kind of wasting 2 minutes. They're back with good rotations.
Yeah, that Weaver bomb is really cool.
It is just Inkswell run in and the bugs, so they're not able to kill it. I love it. Actually, it's a perfect mix of like physical and magical damage.
They're gonna to go for PPD here. Captain is trying to run away. There's tread on this DK.
And he has his ulti if he wants to go for the range. Done. He gets it up. He will be eating that silence. Taiga just barely avoids it. Well played by him. This is the first earn charge as well. Perfectly timed by the Weaver.
I think Bloodseeker's going to TP top and just give up on his tower. Quakefa's going to know about this too. He saw the TP, so he's pinging like crazy.
So he knows they're somewhere. Doc didn't even hide it. He's like, I'm farming, whatever. And I love it. Quakefa, he's just going to continue at the tower middle. They rotate in. And usually when someone leaves middle, it means, hey, I'm a TA, I can push your tower. But Boxy, he shows up. He's not the strongest hero, but he can at least pull the creeps off the tower.
Yeah, this is still level 8 TA. He's got to be careful. She has a trap set on the left side. If Boxy were to go for the left, he'd just be dead.
And now instead, there isn't a range stun from the DK, and it's a long TP. So it will just, oh, it is range. He still had the dragon, sorry. Just a long TP, so he gets out. Top lane, they're going in. Mark's going to commit that ulti. Mickey on the Juggernaut level 6. He's spinning, he's going to try to TP. The right click should be enough. It is. And they saw it coming, but they thought maybe they could take that fight. And a lot of damage to Blizzy and to Hawk, but they end up getting the kills and have all the sticks.
They actually ran out of creeps, so they might not be able to take this tower. But still a really nice move by the Hawk, and just a little bit too cocky from the Juggernaut.
And Milan, he was actually pinging the tower. Blizzy, you got to be careful. The Ink Swell's there. It will stun away the Mars, but Taiga only level 4, so scared of that spear. Oh, nice dodge. Didn't go to the left, just stayed there.
They're trying to keep all 3 heroes up here and just save the tower. They did manage to grab a ward, which will aid in this, but nobody's bottom right now for quite some time.
Yeah, Boxy is far. NIP is still ahead by 1,000 gold. I'm kind of surprised by that. Maybe Quakefa's rotations
the
lost
Jug is
some time.
so underfarmed.
Okay.
That's the main reason why.
Yeah, the Jug and the Panda, right? It actually is just the DK who's very, very farmed right now.
Yeah, everybody else's net worth is pretty bad.
And that's scary because you are versus a very run-at-you team fight-oriented lineup in NIP. You'd like at least 2 cores to have a game.
Quick 200 gold there.
He'll take it.
Got an observer ward and 2 traps. I could get run into. And now Milan does have the Shikuchi. This is a really early level 6 from the Rubik. And this is the best spell for him to steal.
This early, especially.
It's so good for his mobility. A lot of extra damage. A free way to initiate.
They did defend their top tower. They didn't do very much damage at all, honestly. And the Peter, Dahak, Milan running together. Looking for that 10-minute outpost, possibly. The Dire does control. Do we have any stuns? No, they'll be able to take it in time. So each team will have that outpost. Give me that 150 experience. Oh, Insania, don't even try to do anything. You are just going to die. We do have the Sakuchi up on Taiga. And surprisingly, Grimstroke is still alive. Gets speared, goes right through him. Taiga getting a right click down next. We have an instant buyback coming from the Grimstroke. Quakefa is by himself, though. The trap is popped. That's going to stop. He is in a lot of trouble. Yeah, this is not good for Liquid. You've got to try to get out of here. I don't think you can.
And that's a killing spree for PPD.
422, and they're going to get more. This is a dieback.
Yeah,
he's level 5. He's dead.
Not sure why he decided to stick around, if I'm honest.
Yeah, they just run in and die, and NIP up 2,000 gold, 6-4. They can finally get this tower, especially with Tanner down here. He's like, yo, I'm here, guys. No Deso yet, but I'm getting close. So if you're Liquid at this point, so you have the Brew ulti we haven't seen used yet. Do you want to wait for a DK ulti to be up? Maybe take a fight with that? Or?
Yeah, you want to be able to set up around your strongest ability right now, and your strongest hero, which is your DK. Everyone's starting to catch up now from NIP. It's just the tower gold that they're behind right now. But still up 2k. Like once they get the mid tower, that'll go up to like 3, and then they can go take control of the jungle and get an early Roche, and that'll be like 5k lead, and then they can start to take fights together.
Yeah, we've talked about it at least in the first game as well. Both these teams definitely draft Roche-taking teams. On one side, you got the Bug, the healing, where on the other, as you say, just a TA. It makes you a Roche team. Dahak farming the jungle up top against Quakefa. I'm curious to see. It is going to be the blink on DK, like you said. You need a little bit of mobility, a little bit of catch. Milan still with the Sakuchi. You got to be careful for him. It is running low on the spell steal.
This would be a really nice gank if they could get Quakefa here, but he's going to run all the way back. And they've lost complete control of their jungle. If you want to fight that, you need Boxy up there.
Instead, they might look for a kill on old Peter here. But he's level 7. Still doesn't have mini stats, only 900 life.
I don't think this is an easy kill, though.
Yeah, Taiga, he's like, I'm going for it. Oh, never mind. He walked back a little. So top lane will be kind of a free-ish push. Creeps getting cleared out. But Panda,
Dire's top tower is under
gets slowed. They don't want to commit.
Yeah, Boxy's not the target that you want to run into. He's got raindrops and sick.
It seems like NIP, they're okay. They actually, I love it. Tanner has a DD. He has his Deso on the way. It's not here quite yet. Looks like he's going to go for the double meld hit with the Deso flying out. If you didn't know, you know, you just meld strike, hold it for a bit, and then you can double meld strike for the stacking minus armor. Pretty good. And now the Deso is there. So he has
so fast.
Look at that, -7 armor when everything was there. But Koifa just plays in. They're going to go for the fight. There's going to be a spear. The DK is very, very sneaky, but the Hawk almost goes down. The rest of them aren't there. And Koifa, he might just die. Does he make it on silence? He doesn't, but he's still alive. Blizzy chasing, missed his ability. The Hawk's like, I got to get this guy. Milan's here as well. They do. They blast him down. Blizzy just standing there trying to take it up. He goes down, and honestly, it was a pretty nice play from them, but they needed all 5 heroes there. Panda does throw the TA up in the air. Roshan isn't that low. You can't really try to fight that.
The Brewmaster split.
They move in. Tyga actually 4-man stun with the Grimstroke. They're spinning on 4 of them. They need to split up. Tanner goes down. Oh my god, the support duo from Grimstroke as well as the Weaver.
Are they going to give up Roche now? Is he dead? Yeah,
we have bugs. We have bugs in 3 seconds. I believe they take it with that.
Wow.
What I want to say, I love the jump in from the Grimstroke and the Mars, or from the Dragon Knight. And you said, where's the follow-up? Think if they had all 5 heroes there, they might have just won that fight even earlier. That was a sick blind jump, honestly.
Yeah, it was. And they forced out quite a bit. Like, they all in on Koifa. He got ruptured, I think. He got Mars Arena by himself. Yeah. And then the 4-man stun from the Weaver.
Oh my god. And that was so, like, Tyga's like, I could maybe get a 5th. You know, he goes for the 4. We'll see it. Just, they jump in. Even with the traps there, they spear him out. Dahak so close to going down. The DK lasted forever. If he didn't get hit by this silence, he was very close to getting out.
Like, he actually didn't rupture him.
Yeah. He did, and you see Dog, they chase. Milan had to get the kill so he wouldn't run. And then Blizzy kind of just stuck there by himself. You knew he was going down. And then here it is, the Weaver. Or actually, I think it was still a little bit after this because the guy was on the ground. I love how both teams are still checking Roche. Like, is the other team doing it? And it wasn't even that low, and there it is. Boom! AoE stun into the AoE spin. They get Tanner, and they got Milan. I believe they did at the end there. They did. And, well, it's less than 1,000 gold lead all of a sudden for NIP. One big fight in a Roche. Because you deny, the biggest thing is, right, you deny the TA the Aegis.
Yes. It's not really about taking the Aegis yourself in a game like this. It's just making sure that TA doesn't just snowball and run everybody over. It's still a really good Bloodseeker game, and he's getting pretty decent farm. But they really wanted the TA to be able to snowball and hit all their towers. Because you don't feel safe sending your Bloodseeker in. Like, TA is sort of like old Ursa. Remember in the past where, like, you needed the Aegis to be able to hit towers comfortably? It's too easy to get kited on this hero.
Yep. We see bounty runes. Ara spawning, both taken bottom by the Dire. There's still one sitting up top. Looks like the Radiant will get it, though. You'd assume.
Radiant.
So you have the death, so you want that blink on TA, but man, that's also the thing. TA needs that Roche kill just for the gold infusion, because now you're a death zone. You're still 1,200 away from blink, so you can't really make any plays for the next couple minutes.
Yeah, imagine if she had Aegis, they won that fight, she'd have like
a blink and
she'd pretty much have blink right now, and she'd be running over all the towers in the game.
Oh, Essence Ring found for the die. I feel like that might be the best tier 2 item. Like now, whenever I see Essence Ring, I'm like, that's just free HP for a core.
It's not just that. It has the highest mana regen for a tier 2 item.
2.5.
2.5. Surprisingly, net is like the second best. It gives you 2 mana regen.
And hey, TA gets a net. Thanks. Yeah. Don't think you want TA to use it top lane. Peter. Will it TP? Oh my goodness. The urn and the bugs are not enough.
Even
and the fire. I don't blame for that. He sold it too, so he actually got full value out of it. Well played, Peter. Bottom lane. They're moving in. The trap does get popped. Tyga's there. It feels like, ooh, it was a little bit late. The bugs are there. Will still get the stun. He tries to meld and he can't. The bugs are there. I think it might be. There's no refraction. They put them together. It's a nice double stun. Tyga has ulti. Boxy's now here. It's the clap. Tanner goes down. Dahak throws up the rupture. It is on Koifa. He's just standing still anyways, cleaning out the creep wave. Boxy splits. Looks for Milan. Will they be able to get him? A throw up in the air onto the Mars. Milan gets stunned. It's only you though, Boxy. You have another stun in 2. You don't want to dive too far. Or does he? He has one last stun. He throws it out. He's going to spawn on that tier 2. Blizzy's going to throw out his ulti. Now Insane is in trouble trying to dodge it. Can't. But after all said and done, it's a 1-for-1 trade, and you kill the TA again.
Yeah, that was a really deep dive.
I thought they would. I think Insania kind of cast it a little late. They're going to go back in, though. DK, he's here. Blizzy, buy yourself some bugs. I'm telling you, these bugs are so good. The armor just melting. The damage as well from the breathe fire. Mickey's courier actually goes down to the shield smash.
Oh, no, Dahak got it.
Oh, he did? No, he's getting another one. That's a spirit vessel.
Oh, boy.
Wait, Dahak.
Dahak is just
killed
chilling.
2 curves. I thought it was the oh, my goodness.
My man is just watching his team die. He's like, no problem, guys.
Yep.
And that kind of makes the gold okay.
The spirit vessel, no more for about 2 to 3 more minutes. But they are
give
moving
up on this tower, yeah.
Who's
There's no
going
way
to
they can defend it.
Who wants this last hit?
Mickey.
No matter. Mickey gets it.
So gold lead is still in favor of NIP,
But it
despite
feels like
the tower disadvantage.
Feels like the game's kind of like a little bit leaning liquid now because of the Aegis deny, and the TA just dying twice. Seems
Yeah, the
big to me.
TA's deaths are pretty massive. Her snowball timing is still okay, but you expect to be up like 1k at this point in the game. They're going to make another move on PPD. Will he just TP? Freeze TP?
He's going to try Panda Clap. Will get the kill. Yep. Easy. Says
He got
the
a ward, though.
Master. Oh, Gray's pinging it, but there's only a sentry. Yep, that's a sentry versus sentry. Doesn't feel too hot. And he gets his own ward down again. All right. Bottom, they're looking for Taiga.
Taiga's just going to chill in this corner here. He's going to see Bloodseeker have some suspicions right now.
And some pretty good items on both teams, honestly. Both teams have an Essence Ring, the Jug, probably the best one he can get, the Ring. And the DK has the Dragon Scale. So whenever you're ulted and hitting that tower, you're doing like 200 plus a hit to a tower because of it. The Dragon Scale and the, oh man, that is some free damage on a tower.
It's a really nice item for most like strength initiators anyways.
It is. Because people forget, it's not just the damage. 5 armor and 5 HP regen. Dude, the stats on some of these items, you always think of like the active and stuff, like the Essence Ring, right? 400 HP, but the mana regen's good. It's kind of funny.
For DK, it's pretty much another level of Dragon Blood, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, you get a free unlock there.
Yeah.
His real Aghanims.
The Dragon
Dude, what if DK, like, Iceberg's like, we need to add in the Aghanims. The Black Dragon, we hated it. We're only going to buff up his passive ability. It just gives you like 40 armor. Dude, I'd buy it.
40 armor that you can't break no matter what.
It's unbreakable. Hey, that's a new, we've never heard of skills that are unbreakable. I like that.
Unbreakable armor.
My God. Ice Frog, I hope you're listening.
I hope you're not.
I hope you're not, actually. Please don't be. So the next Roche, may respawn in 1:50 seconds. We might be looking for that for NIP because they're slowly gaining gold again. It's less than 1,000 gold lead now. It is a full 1,000 gold outpost for each team. So tons of experience for everyone.
Everyone's farming on their team right now.
Yeah,
that's the thing. And they got like 3 D wards off, which is pretty crucial too. And the only kills that Liquid are getting right now are on PPD. Like PPD's just kind of suiciding in for fights right now.
Yeah. So as long as that TA doesn't go down again. Oh, quick, but he's looking for Milan, gets the blink forward. Trap is gonna get popped, but the Ink Swell bomb from Weaver, I'm loving it.
It's so good.
It's low-key, might be one of the best, not even low-key, might high-key be. Peter, as you said, he's the one dying. Look at the bug, he can't kill it off. So much Minosar finally does get the kill. Gets a freeze under, Blizzy will spear a new tree. They should be killing in. Taiga goes down, split up, coming for Boxy, but Taiga, he bites back and instantly comes back in with his ulti. Quick for right-clicking, goodbye Tanner again. And the Weaver came back with full HP because it was full even 3 seconds ago. Blizzy just gonna get spun on, and all of a sudden NIP is crumbling. They even found the Bloodseeker. He's gonna come down. They have another throw open one. No, not quite enough. Blink forward. Boxy there. Ink Swell, and this is a full team one. Peter's gonna do his best. And it's actually doing a ton of damage. They don't see him. And he's gonna get right click down and spun. Taiga actually almost dies for it. Dodge still alive. No, stunned up. Koifa finally getting a right click down, and a very, very good buyback. Oh no, Milan, you already died at the beginning of this fight. Don't die at the end of it as well. Boxy with the body blocks. A 6-for-1 trade with a buyback from the Weaver. They'll take it.
That was so worth. And that was almost huge by PBD. Look at his damage from his ulti.
3,000. He did more than anyone but the Weaver. I can't believe the Weaver did so much. It was a dieback, but you take it.
Yeah, he got multiple spirit vessels off.
Yeah.
And now Roche, when it spawns, they have so much map control.
1 minute. 1 minute exact.
There's no Bruce split though, and no Dragon Knight ulti. And so I think NIP just want to take a fight right now. Like, this is the best chance for you if you let Liquid just set up again, I think you're going to lose this game at this rate.
Yeah, it feels like, I mean, the Juggernaut, remember Mickey, he's had a lot of games like this. He just has an awful laning phase, and now top of the net worth, just like that. He has a full diffusal Manta. He wants to fight. He's one of the people on his team's like, yo, we don't need no Bruce split. I'm ready to go.
There's a pretty nice trap, though, in Roche. It's not spotted by the sentry, I believe.
It's not
just outside, even though, like, the tail of it is being touched, you need to get to the center. And so NIP will know when this Roche is up, and they'll know when Liquid might be going for it too.
15 seconds. We know it'll spawn. I'm curious to see. Neither team has a courier in there, so it's all going to be about the vision. The trap, pardon me.
So 3K gold lead.
What do you need to do then if you're NIP? You definitely need this Roche.
You need Roche for sure.
You can't fight into it at this point, right? With the Brewmaster split and the DK ult?
It's pretty hard because you expected, or I expected anyways, for this TA to have BKB by now.
Yes.
Like this was around the time you wanted to have BKB. You can see even though she's highest net worth on her team, you're not really feeling the impact because she just gets kited, stunned once, and then dies to the Spirit Vessel in like 2 seconds.
Also, Tanner, I mean, I don't think it's the biggest deal, but he went for the very strange build. The Blightstone and the Deso do stack. So
yes.
You do get the extra -2.
It's one of those like weird interactions.
Yeah.
It's like Solar Crest plus Medallion stack as well.
Do they still? Did they not fix that one?
I don't think so.
I remember they might not have, because I don't know if it was. It is funny that way.
I saw 2 auras last time when...
Okay, then they probably didn't. It's nice. I guess it's a -2 armor, and at this point, the TA, right, you're kind of lacking damage because you allowed Liquid to just farm up some items. So you need any little thing you can get. Roche is up.
This Roche can be the equalizer, though. If NIP gets this and win a team fight around it,
it's just
everything
50-50 again. Maybe even in their favor since they have the TA with the Aegis.
Yeah, Aegis Cheese with the BKB timing on your TA will be
building
the best possible thing for you.
But Quake for level 16 with his BKB. They have a ward on him. Good wards coming out from NIP. Peter has definitely kept those up.
I think he's dewarded like 4 in a row. So he's at least hitting the ward game quite hard. It's just them not taking mid tower that kind of makes us a little bit awkward. Mickey's searching right now.
Yeah, they have vision because of another good ward by Peter. They ping it out though. They definitely pinged out the ward. Oh my goodness!
Just Peter, just stick the landing.
That's your old lane partner, the Crystal Main Jug. Scared of him. Goodbye.
Times really change, man.
They do. That used to be the combo. Oh, and a smoke up from Liquid. Yellow pinged. I think he's pinging the rune though, because they did. No, they did. That ward did scout him out.
Yeah,
that ward completely spots out the smoke. Wow,
really cool vision.
Dude, this is a warding game. I will say it's the NIP's behind in most cases.
They might go into Roche, but their sentry doesn't see the trap. Yeah, so this is all spotted. You can see that NIP sees this.
Here we go.
This could be the turnaround moment right now.
Yeah, BKB for the Bloodseeker. He has 1,800 gold as well. They are not bringing this down quick enough. The bug is going to fully take off the armor because the DK is tanking.
And they're going to know exactly when to go
jump. Oh my goodness. I'm getting nervous just waiting. Boxy's trying to scout out on the backside. Blizzy jumps in. He gets instantly silenced, so he can't even spear after his ulti. But the Roche pit, they're just going to leave it there. Mars might be the first one to go down. Yule's into the air. Blizzy goes down. Insania goes down. Quite by everyone just BKB'd up right clean. The Juggernaut does get some heal off, and he's going to be fine moving around.
And Roshan's really low.
It is Tanner's in trouble. Oh no, this is your big
hit.
He actually does blink. Milan, no, he's gone.
They got him.
This actually feels like it could very well just be Roche into game.
Yeah, that was... I don't really know how that went so badly for NIP. They had all the vision in the world for that.
Do you think it was should Blizzy maybe have waited and actually...
I think they should have let the Roche. Yeah, I think Roshan gets really low. And then TA jumps in with her BKB. It's impossible to stop her from getting it. And at that point, it's a click war.
Yeah, between probably a spinning jug and a BKB TA. And I understand why Blizzy, right? He saw both the supports. It was also really well done by the Grimstroke because the ulti went out and he got the silence before the spear, which
for sure. It's just you saw the entirety of their team inside that Roche pit. I felt like that was like the best possible fight. Or what you can do is you can, as it gets really low, for whatever reason, you can throw the spear in and it'll eject them onto the other side.
Yeah.
And so you could do that too. There's a lot of different plays that you can make off of that.
All right, this DK's sussing me out though, keeping in the bracer over the Sange. A little bit definitely strange, but they go bottom. And they're going to go, Blizzy, goodbye. There's no fight.
Blizzy has not had a fun game.
Blizzy, he hasn't had much of a game. 3, 6, and 4. We do see Dahak doing his best to try to cut creep waves and get some neutral items. Does find a telescope for his team. But Mickey's here. Do you just ulti him? No.
He doesn't got it.
Oh my goodness. He's probably going to die. Bash for the second time. Is it going to be a third one? He is Ruptured, so you got to be a little careful. But Koifa here to follow up. Mickey gets the kill, deserves the kill, will run with the Rupture and the Healing Ward. Still doing a lot of damage.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, he's good.
He's cool.
I have to imagine this is probably game at this point.
Feels like it.
The TA really needed the first
Any of the Aegises, any of them.
Yeah, the second one was even more crucial. Maybe they actually hold here because there's no creeps.
There's not.
NIP's done a really good job with this.
Milan being an absolute nuisance.
They're going to extend the game. Well done.
And there's a Weaver Ags now, but like you said, the cut creep waves from Milan and Dahak provided them with a lot of space. We've seen OG. They've held out games where they're 20k down and,
another courier.
Come back.
Oh, no. Milan. Okay, maybe he gets this one.
He needs 3 hits.
Okay, he's not willing to go into the base.
I mean...
But another attempt.
Also, he doesn't have a neutral item on Rubik at 28 minutes in.
That bothers you?
Yeah, I mean, TA doesn't have one either.
And they're going to know that Rubik is here. Oh, they're going to pass each other.
Milan.
He's really fast.
He's spear vesseled, but he is kind of... Dude, he is really wanting to stay here and cut creep waves.
This was a DK ulti.
Oh, he almost got the courier.
Dude, he's doing a lot here. He's just dancing on him.
He's being hella annoying. I love it. He's just cutting every single creep wave between middle and bottom with Sakuchi. Makes it possible. Whoa, it's saying he gets solo ulted, but he actually has the ink swell. Stuns him up. Do we have another stun? Koifa, no blink.
Nope.
So wasted DK ulti, it looks like.
Yeah, and you've bought a lot of time.
He's still there, by the way.
They actually haven't gained in gold. And they don't really have the easiest way to kill him without buying like a gem or something. Yeah. So he's just chilling. I will say, I do think Peter's playing this game really well. Like the warding game,
he's definitely
and his positioning, he's doing a good job. It's just they need to pair their combos a little bit better. And now Milan, he let one wave slip during that entire chase. And this is going to be a high ground attempt.
Yep.
But they have all 5 up.
They do. This is going to be the DK form. It's gone, but they get the tower and they back out. I like that play from Liquid. Maybe you could get a Rax, but why risk it with no DK ulti?
Man, they're still just getting more and more farmed.
It's scary.
This Mars is pretty much like their 4 position in farm right now.
Dude, I gotta stop looking at all these people's items. I mean, he just has boots, not in. It's in his backpack. He has an open slot, no courier coming out.
Wait, no, couriers. Whose couriers is that? It is, dude. He's got dust. Come on, Grant.
But why not have the boots and put them away right at the last second? You're actually losing move speed. Like, watch this. You would put the boots in your backpack. No. But it's fine. He has spider legs, so, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
He has spider legs the entire time, dude.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. This one time, Bug's gonna fly out. Spear Vessel put onto the Rubik. They didn't get the bugs attached, so no minus armor, but thrown up in the air, brought down, Yules himself, and he just dead.
And they're drawing the line.
They are. They're drawing it right down middle. Look at Tanner. Tanner's like, I gotta go. I gotta fix this. He is just running it middle. Oh, that was close. That was very close. They might try to run him down. He does.
He's fine.
No bash or anything. So they saved the creep wave middle as well. It is a siege unit.
Yeah, this TA trap will be popped, but because of the siege unit.
Look at Blizzy too, cutting the next wave. So all they have to do is kill this one. You got to be a little. Now they're not even looking. They just want to push in with this one.
And look at this. Tanner's doing a really good job of keeping all the lanes out.
Yep, top.
But there's not much you can do against this siege.
The 5-man.
Yeah.
It's all the siege unit. Look at him. The Peter damage does do a lot to the siege creep, but it stays alive, and they will hit the melee racks. You can't blink in and try to kill it, because you will just die. Man. I like this what Liquid did. They waited for the siege unit knowing it. Oh, that's a nice punch spear. BSJ gonna be happy. Mickey and a ton of choke. Oh, but he gets saved. That's gonna be an easy one for the Aghanims Weaver. Blizzy trying to just scoop back. It won't matter. It was a very nice attempt. If you got that attempt without the Weaver's Ags, that's definitely just a kill on Mickey.
Oh, for sure. And they might still get a kill on
the Panda.
The time lapse again.
It's too good. It is just so damn good.
16-second cooldown, man.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be up again pretty soon.
And he's going to need it because Mickey's taking a lot of damage. Shots up. He does have to man to the Weaver. Doesn't have him for 3 seconds. Won't matter. Eats the cheese. Tanner gets bash hit. He doesn't have the magic damage because he's spinning. Quick foot brings down Tanner. Gets the buyback. Here's an ulti from Peter. It's actually doing a decent amount of damage. We have the Ink Swallow and a first hit bash. Of course, down goes to Crystal Main. In come the buybacks. Boxy, BK beat. It's wearing off in about 2 seconds. They might get the kill on him, or can he get out? He has the gem craggy coat. They're turning it around. Bugs do hit up to Peter. Watch out. Don't get one shot, Peter. He splits again, and goodbye. Crystal Main, that's a dieback. In goes Milan. Breathe fire brings him down in Vince. He does have a buyback of his own. Mars in the air, blinks away.
They just don't do enough damage.
They do not.
The Weaver is just way too strong at this point.
And it's not even like, it's literally just the Aghanims at this point.
Yeah.
He can just sit super far back, and he has Spider Leg, so he can always get into position.
He's casted 3 time lapses.
Oh, Blizzy.
And Blizzy's just dead again.
They might be calling it, because that's a dieback from him as well. Mickey with the godlike. A great performance from Mickey, especially because he did get bodied in lane. But you know what? He said it's fine.
It was that
Came
Roche
back
fight.
in. Yeah, it really was that Roche fight. Good execution versus a little bit maybe miscommunication. Because like we said, if they just, in that second Roche even, just go in and go for the Roche, but they tried to go for the back lines and it did not work. But they still need to get that tier 2 tower top.
And it looks like NIP are just going to fight it out. This is their tournament life. And so
they glyph the middle wave. They know where he's at. Do they have anyone close enough? No.
the spider leg.
The spider leg versus spider leg action. I think he's good.
He's good. He's gone.
Oh,
a lot of spider legging.
If I saw that in like real life, I just see 2 spiders. That's the patented Grant double stomp.
Dude, I told you, spiders are good.
Yeah, some of them, okay. So say there's a brown recluse running at you. You're just going to pick it up and say, be free. It just bit your hand. That snap second you didn't kill it, you're already poisoned.
Yeah, but it doesn't know any better.
Well, now it does after I stop it. No, I'm just kidding. Spiders, though, they do scare me a lot.
You forced evolution on them.
Grimstroke. Oh, we can talk about that. Grimstroke Axe.
Portrait.
Who is it? Who's it going on? Is it? I still don't even know. Can you explain how exactly it works?
It just summons an illusion. I don't believe you can control it. I can't remember. I'll Google it right now.
Because it just reads, yeah, grants you new ability. Dark Portrait creates an ink illusion, and I've seen it before. I just always forget exactly what it can and can't do. Affected unit. Yeah, I see
it's
that.
spell immune and has bonus movement speed and attack damage.
Well, see if we even get a Dark Portrait as BKB used by Tanner. And they're going to smoke, all right. This definitely looks like the last stand for NIP. Top lane is pushed in. Looks like Liquid didn't care. Oh, that's a TP out. They do not have the Juggernaut, and they saw him TP, and they need to go, and they do. They ping it out immediately. If Dahak can somehow find at least one person, any sort of initiation. Oh, that hurts, because they saw Mickey TP out, and they almost had someone.
That could have been their moment. Yeah. There's not a lot of buybacks on the side of Liquid.
They are still 23k down, but that's the start. You need to start somewhere. Yeah. And that was definitely a very
And they push pretty fast.
They do.
Their TA does have Deso.
And getting close to the Divine, I like it. At this point, you're kind of all in. You have enough for the Relic. I think you should even be buying that.
You might as well. Oh.
Uh-oh. Initiation Dahak. Just right-clicking down. Bugs are going to fly through.
Surprised that he's trying to take this fight.
No stuns or enough damage, unfortunately.
Them Spidey legs.
Just get him uphill. Abusing him pretty well. Like you said, and oh, middle lane. He's just dead. Milan was trying to spin TP out. Instead, he just gets bashed by Mickey with his, I want to say, 4th first hit bash on Hero.
Yeah, and they're still trying to push out the waves, but with this Roche, they only have buyback on Dahak. I think this is pretty impossible for NIP to take a fight. This is one of those like do or die positions that it doesn't feel good. You're going to give up this Roche, but you want to take the fight because I think you lose the game anyways because they'll start marching down with Aegis Cheese Refresher. But how are you going to do it 4v5 when you lost every other fight?
They all TP out. A double damage as well in the top river. I believe they saw it. They do because they have a ward. They don't see it.
The DD? No.
Yeah. What are we doing? They have a ward on it. They ran. Okay, there we go.
He was just waiting.
You know me. He is. And he is. You're right.
He's just waiting for the top wave to push in.
Yeah.
is under attack.
And he has plenty of time.
Yeah.
He has. Do you like the refresher shard on him, or should he be handing that to the panda?
It's pretty good on the brew, honestly.
It's pretty good on brew and the DK, right? Like not in. Oh, we got a double ulti, but hey, we can
Double
push
Omni
twice.
Slash plus double Abyssal Blade sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, and it's just at this point our 26 camps, so we're kind of memeing around. Even they might. I mean, it's been a little bit of a beatdown of the last 15 minutes. And there we go. Mickey picks it up. You know, I almost called him out, and then he just called me a dumbass, and he was in the right.
Radiant's top
Grant,
tower
you're
is under attack.
you're a big person, you know, to admit that you're wrong.
Yeah. Well, I kind of have to, since it's pretty obvious I was. I took the high road early.
Before I can call you out.
Okay, here we go. They have the Divine Rapier, but it is a double advantage.
Oh no, they found him!
They find the jump on Blizzy. No. I mean, everyone's gonna loll at him, and you kind of do, but he was trying to set up, right? You got to make big plays. Maybe. Oh no. We're not even gonna see a last. Tanner's like, wait up, guys. I've got my Divine. We're taking a fight. The Hawk does buy back.
Please give me a second. And he goes.
One hit. He goes in, and Sania's just dead immediately. He's gonna try to play back. He's clearing the creep wave. They jumped in on the other side.
God,
the Hawk just died back. It is all Tanner, and he's Spirit Vesseled, so the refraction does nothing. Tanner, run away. Who is gonna take the net worth from this? That's what I really want to know. Divine Rapier net worth. Who's picking it up? No one yet. Weaver takes it. Give me that net worth. Third now. And they right-click. This game's over. GG's called by Peter.
So I believe we also have our top 4 in this group too.
Is it determined?
I believe so. I think the upper bracket might still be NIP. I guess if NIP wins and Alliance lose,